combat the chaos. Combat the chaos. Chaos theory, man. Chaos theory. Things descend into chaos naturally unless energy is put into the system, right? Law of entropy. Law of entropy states that things inherently dissolve into chaos in complex systems. Second law of thermodynamics, right? Things tend towards chaos, right? Now, let's break this down. Once we understand these universal principles, it's very helpful, right, to combat that chaos. Now, chaos is also associated with the negativity, as a negative force or state. But chaos can also be a catalyst for stability, right? Take for instance, if you do not nurture and put energy into a relationship, it will dissolve over time. If you leave a house in a neighborhood unattended, right, weeds start growing on it, a window breaks, man, next thing you know, the crackheads are in it, man, and it's getting weird, right? Graffiti's all over it. Things descend into chaos. If you guard that home, protect it, take care of it, keep it in good shape, right? All that destruction and decay is held at bay. Our lives are very similar, man. That self-destruction, which so many of us, men and women, watching this are aware of and have experience with, myself for sure, is this self-destruction, this chaos that we create in our lives, that is simply because we do not understand or fully respect enough to combat that chaos. Right? How do we do that, right? Application. We don't have an education issue, we have an application issue. All this information's out there, but how do we actually apply it to our lives and make it work for us? Well, as I always say, it comes down to structure, right? How do you combat chaos and fluid structure, right? We structure our day. We structure our life. We start to structure our thought processes. It takes energy. This shit don't happen by accident. What happens by accident is decay and destruction, for sure. That is the natural progression. Your life, your body, your mind dissolves, man. Crumbles away. How many people watching this have achieved something and then had it all fall through their fingertips? Why? Because when we're peaking, and when we're at the peak especially, we're putting in all this energy into achieving a certain goal or to getting to a certain state of reality. And then that energy, that consistent energetic push that structures and keeps the chaos at bay and combats that chaos, is let off the gas, right? It's released. So what happens? Boom. So, went back to the application. We have to keep it at the forefront of our mind. That's why I bang the drum, visualization. What are we talking about? What are we doing during our visualization? Part of it, it's not just what we're trying to achieve. And that's water. It's definitely not what's gonna keep it once you get it. No, it's who we want to be once we're at that level. When we're at that attained state, who are we? That visualization is the man that's wise enough to keep it. That man that's wise enough to keep it and make it grow and do more. You visualize where you want to be and who you want to be when you get there. That's how you combat chaos. Now, there's actionable steps along the way. Man, everybody sees themselves as a cool, calm, collected, disciplined, in shape, fulfilled motherfucker. Everybody. Nobody visualizes themselves as a fat slob out of shape with no control over their lives. Because that's not the divine design. That's not what God, universe, whatever you want to call it, has planned for you. That's not your elevated 10.0 state. It's not. That's why you don't see it when you see your 10.0 self. Combat the chaos, and then we work backwards. Once you know the end state, okay, now, are my daily actions aligned with that? Every fucking action. Part of law of thermodynamics are, though, in those complex systems was, I don't know what scientist it was back in the 60s or 70s. We talked about the butterfly effect. He talked about, if a butterfly flaps its wings in Africa, right, it affects something, across the world. Think about that. Every single small action in a complex system such as this, any small input's gonna have massive repercussions. Massive, no small actions. That goes down to your thoughts. That goes down to those energetic frequencies you put out into the world, man. None of this doesn't count. Everything counts. This is a zero-sum game, man, right? Regarding the energies we're putting out there. Everything's pluses and minuses. Nothing neutral here. So be very, very cautious of what you're thinking. Be very cautious of what you're doing. Everything strategic. Everything deliberate. That's how you combat chaos. Systematic movements. That's why we have those systems in place, blueprints. I always say, hit me up. You keep watching this. If you're one of those people who've been watching for a year, still in the same place, I'll have people hit me up, be like, man, your message resonates. Oh yeah? Is your life way further ahead? If it's not, hit me up. Let's do something about it. That's how I'll know my message resonates, because it's action. Man, if you're taking massive action, okay, good on you. Is it getting you the results you want? If your life is perfect, man, good on you. Man, I'm proud of you, for real. Most people, that's not the case, right? I have people I reach out to because they have blueprints I want. Expedited information. Now we combat that chaos with those clean, efficient systems, right? It's that yin and yang. Chaos, efficient, clean, disciplined systems. Evens it out. Gets that nice, calm, smooth, fluid movements to where you want to go. You can never let off. Once you get on this train, you can't get off, man. Once you get on this train, you can't get off. That raised state of consciousness train I'm talking about. That raised, elevated, self-development path of evolution train. Because then you realize there's no days off, man. Man, there's no days off. The universe doesn't take days off, man. That descent, those laws of thermodynamics and entropy doesn't take a day off. In complex systems, entropy increases over time. Always. So you have to consistently combat that with strategic, disciplined, efficient, accurate movements. Learn this shit, man. And then more importantly, start applying it. Be smart out here. From Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Gotta love it.